I've been really enjoying BGC here. It's so peaceful, it's so quiet, the atmosphere is great. You know, BGC is like a bubble. It's a good bubble and a bad bubble, you know? I would actually commit to like some sort of long-term apartment here. But there are other areas in Metro Manila that are somewhat just as good, I guess, right? Good afternoon, guys. I'm out for my daily walk here in BGC with a little break from work and editing today. Tell you what, temperatures are scorching today. Very different than the last few days of having windy and overcast skies. But gotta get out and walk, gotta move the body, can't sit at the desk all day, it's not good for you. So as I do a little walk around the perimeter of BGC today, I decided that, you know, today would be a great opportunity. Whoa, you just scared the hell out of me. Why are you meowing so much? Are you hungry? You got some ants on you, buddy. Oh. It's a boy cat. Does not seem so friendly. Maybe a little stressed out, something, I don't know. Gotta be careful. As I was saying, I decided that I'd go for a little perimeter walk and kind of reflect on my time here in BGC so far. This is my second visit and I have been in BGC for about a couple weeks already. And I'll tell you what, it's been wonderful. So I'm just walking along Burgos Circle right now, and this area is very nice right now because it's nice and shaded with the trees and the tall buildings. I was just near an intersection and my god, I was scorching. Everyone was hiding behind the light posts because that was the only shadow to be away from the sun. But as I said, I want to kind of reflect on my time here in BGC so far, especially compared to the first time. Because the first time I came here was just for, I think, like a total of 3 or 4 hours. It was very, very quick. That was my last trip to the Philippines in July, I think it was, of 2023. So I came over here quick from the Makati area where I was staying. And now I've actually been here for, what, almost 2 weeks basically, and have visited in the BGC area quite a lot, almost every day. So guys, I was just walking along Burgos Circle there. I got towards the end of Uptown. I was really taking in the scenery in the afternoon to see how the activity was and whatnot. And the place is coming alive slowly, even though it's kind of hot out right now with the sun. But I happened to run into somebody that you guys might know of, a pretty well-known YouTuber here in the BGC area, the Savvy Expat. And the interesting thing is he reached out to me a little while ago about potentially doing a collaboration. Now, sometimes it's difficult to make your schedules line up, but hopefully in the future, pretty soon we can make something happen because he's got a lot of good content. He's definitely providing people insightful information about how to relocate to the Philippines, how to move to the Philippines, and all of that kind of stuff. So if you're looking for some of that information and maybe you're considering making that leap to come here to the Philippines, whether it's for a longer travel or to actually move and live here, definitely check out his channel. It's got a lot of good stuff. But I just stumbled upon this park that I've never seen before over here, just past Town. And it's a nice little greenery area, so I'm going to check this out here and we can continue this kind of walk and chat today through BGC about my experience and reflection. And as I said, you know, I came to BGC one time before in the summer, and now this is my second time, but this is like my second time fully diving in deep and really understanding it. And it's such a beautiful place to be. Like, it's so livable, but yet, like people do say, it is a bubble. Look at these structures. Like, this is pretty cool. It's like an amphitheater type of thing. Here you can see it's going all around with some grass, but it's made out of just, you know, rocks and stuff, and there's a huge tree. This is a very beautiful spot here in BGC that I didn't even know existed. I think I might just sit down here for a second and relax in the shade. Oh, it's a bit mossy though. I don't know about sitting on this. Some ants and stuff, you know. Rock in my shoe or something. Don't know what happened. Yeah, so as I said, I've been really enjoying BGC here. Every day I've been going out, just walking around, whether it's for 1 hour, a couple hours, 30 minutes. I just love it. It's so peaceful, it's so quiet, the atmosphere is great. Now, if you guys have been following this series so far here in Metro Manila in the Philippines, you've noticed I visited a lot of different areas, CBDs and stuff. Like recently, I went to the Greenbelt area in Makati. I went to Eastwood City. I've been to Ortigas. Where else have I been? The Power Plant Mall over there in like Poblacion area. Definitely a lot of content around here from BGC. And there's many more places that I want to make some content. Oh yeah, Greenfield District as well. I'm hoping to get down to Mall of Asia soon. Maybe even the Okada Resort. That place looks really fascinating. Manila Bay, that area. It's just really far from here, so it's very difficult, I think, to reach some of those far places without actually staying there for maybe one night. So I think maybe in the future I should venture out to like more of Quezon City and maybe where intramurals are, and actually stay there for a weekend and then fully absorb it, because it's a pain going all the way there and then coming all the way back, you know? As I was saying, you know, BGC is like a bubble. It's a good bubble and a bad bubble, you know, because it's very easy to stay there and not want to leave and go anywhere else in Metro Manila. But you need to experience Metro Manila, you need to see the other places, and that's why I've been trying to go to as many places as I can. And to be honest, I've made a few videos here in BGC, like now I'm making one, but they're getting a little, I guess, redundant, right? You know, sometimes the video seems kind of similar to other ones that you made in this area, so I'm trying not to make so many more here, at least for now. But I think there's plenty of like food content you can make here, interviews and stuff, as I was saying, like the Savvy Expat, he does the interviews. There's some other channels that do interviews and stuff like that around here, but this area, there's definitely a lot of that type of content, food and whatnot. But in terms of exploration, you know, it's a smaller area, so you don't have a lot of exploration, and that's why you need to venture out to other parts of Metro Manila and the Philippines, of course. So for me, BGC is a great place because you can really build community there, as you see it with other maybe videos and vloggers and stuff, and just all the people around, they're super friendly. I feel like everyone's super approachable. So just in the last couple of weeks, I've had conversations with random people. Sometimes they come up to me, sometimes we start a conversation randomly, and you can really build a circle there. It's super easy because a lot of people are there looking for the same thing or seeking the same sort of lifestyle. As you guys can tell, there's a lot of cats just hanging out. Meow, meow. I won't disturb you. You can sleep. Yeah, there's even cats in this place. Look, one just chilling in there on the rock. That cat's literally like sunbathing on that rock. Oh, so it looks like this pathway goes down and around all these buildings and then back down past Forbes-town, I would assume. I just came from that way, so I don't necessarily want to walk back that way right now. But I think I'm going to come back here maybe tomorrow or the next day for a little walk. It's very nice how it just aligns these condos right here. And then if I'm not mistaken, right on the other side of this wall, you have a golf course here. So whoever is staying in these condos right here, they have a very beautiful view of the golf course, like unobstructed views, and then plus Makati on the other side probably, and then also the view over towards High Street, which is very beautiful. But just have a look, like it goes way up there. I'm gonna walk up this way as I haven't been this way yet, but then we can wrap around left and go back towards High Street area, like South Street and the basketball courts and all of that. As I said, I visited many different places around Metro Manila so far, and I've also now stayed here in BGC. Before BGC, I was staying in the Pateros area, which is very local and not so centrally located to kind of move around, right? But then before that, my other two visits, I've stayed in the Makati area. Once I stayed pretty close to the Ayala Triangle. That was my first visit here 5 years ago. And then the second time, just this past summer, I stayed in the north of Makati, right near the area of Santa Ana, I believe. And even there was a little bit farther from the center of Makati, but it was still a pretty good area. It was more local, but I could still navigate around pretty easily. But one thing I can say is that BGC is definitely the easiest to get from. It's not necessarily maybe centrally located because it is a little bit to the, I guess we can say, southeast or something like that, right? But it's very easy to connect to different areas such as Makati, such as Ortigas, even going, you know, more south into other places. Wow, look at that building. That one is so shiny. But how nice, they got like little bamboo sticks here, little bamboo trees. But you can tell it's a golf course because look, you have the netting, so to prevent golf balls from flying over here, hopefully. But as I said, BGC is just easy to go from, to get to, and it's kind of like almost in the middle for the airport, you know, like if you're going to be flying out of the main airport here in Metro Manila. Well, I don't know if there is another airport, just that's the only one I know of. It's not a very difficult commute to get there, like by grab car, 300 pesos sometimes, 400, something like that. So it's not very expensive. But if you're way out in maybe Quezon City or something, it's way further away, so it can definitely be more difficult. And it's one of the reasons why everyone likes this area, I think, because if they want to travel, they want to go somewhere else in the Philippines, it's like just a hop right over to the airport. It's not far at all. Oh man, I'll tell you guys, this breeze feels wonderful. Oh, there's a nice just gust of wind coming down here, just hitting me, taking all the sweat away. I saw this like monument the other day, but I didn't come up to it. It's like a boat or something, don't know. As you can tell, people like to exercise here as well. It's a good running path, except you got a bit of an incline. So of all the places that I have visited so far here in Metro Manila, I will say yes, BGC of course is the most livable, as most people know. But I do like Makati a lot. Makati is older, right, I believe, so you have maybe a little bit more in the area and stuff, and maybe it's not as crowded and stuff, because BGC does get really crowded, especially on the weekend, as I have shown in the videos. BGC is the best enjoyed sometimes early mornings, or maybe even really late at night, like after 10 p.m. But then a lot of the places are closing or they're not opened yet. I'm out of breath. I didn't realize that this was gonna take my breath away. I guess I need to start working out soon. I'm blacking. Used to be somewhat fit. Used to be closer to like 75 kilos. Now, who knows, probably like 60. Oh, no, I wasn't fat. I was just really in shape at one point in my life before I really started to travel. When you travel, I'll tell you what, working out is almost impossible sometimes, but here it's possible. I just haven't committed to trying to work out here. Hey guys, I'm getting to the top of this pathway here, but I want to point something out. There's this condo here, and as you can see, there are these steel beams running along the sides. I don't know if it's for extra support, but it kind of looks weird. It almost looks like it's unfinished or something, but maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Or maybe they use it like there's some ropes going up there for like cleaning. I don't know, it just looks kind of strange. I feel like there should be some sort of cover on it to make it one solid piece and not like the under of a beam. I don't know, just my opinion, I guess. Ah, very cool. So this pathway is only about 4 years old, and the reason why it was established is because the community came together and built it. Pretty much like got the funds together, you know, maybe some sort of grants. Holy hell, somebody's impatient. Oh my god, do you hear that? Man, I don't know, maybe they gotta go to the bathroom or something. All right, well look at that. We got a nice view of the backdrop over there, and we got the BGC sign here, so this must be like the limit area, I guess. Nice Christmas decorations here. Very noisy area though, because there's a lot of traffic moving out of here. Plus you have a lot of buildings under construction, so it's a little bit of a noisy area. But just have a look at this, guys. Like, a lot of space here still to develop. I don't know, maybe there would be some more condos here in the future. Maybe they'll turn it into a nice park. That would be even better with some green trees. That would be really, really beautiful. And as you can see, over in the distance, we got a little bit of dark clouds rolling in, so might get a little rainstorm in today, which wouldn't be too bad. It might cool it down a bit. Well, as you guys can see now, I'm passing this area over here, which I believe way off in the distance over there is the American Military Cemetery. So if you've never been there, go check that out. It's a very, very cool place and a nice little break from the city area and get a piece of history. I made a video there, you should check it out. But it's a very, very cool place that I think maybe a lot of foreigners don't go to. It's a bit sad, but it's something that I think we should recognize because it is a very important piece of history here in the Philippines and of course for the US. Alright guys, I made it over here to where the basketball courts are that I said I saw the other day, but I didn't quite come up here. I've never been this close to them. But check it out. These are very beautiful made basketball courts. I like the vibrancy, all the colors. Nice rims, nice hoops too. You got padding, a little bit of like an asphalt floor, it looks like. I guess it's sponsored by Nike though, because there's all the Nike signs. But man, well, I can see that the name of the court is called the Courtyard. There was a sign on the other side, but very, very cool. There's a security guard, so it's very well protected. It looks like this is just a friendly pickup game of basketball. Very nice hoops though. Reminds me of the time when I used to play basketball. If you guys didn't know, I used to play a lot, which you probably didn't know, but when I was younger, back to the high school days, middle school, I played for like more than 10 years, pretty competitively too. I didn't play for high school, or I didn't try to play for college or anything, but I like to play in just the leagues in the city and stuff, and I had a good time. But I do miss basketball. I like to shoot around sometimes. Anyways, now you can see we're over here at this park. I wanted to check out this park today. I walked by it also, but I didn't go up to it. It's got a bunch of sunflowers and stuff. So we're gonna get over there once this traffic allows us to. So this is just like another green park that's like right here in the middle of all the buildings and stuff on Federation Drive and 7th Avenue. And there's a little amphitheater in here. I saw it on Google Maps, so I really wanted to see what this looked like. The Sun Life Amphitheater, very cool. I've noticed amphitheaters are like a thing here in Metro Manila. They really like them. This one's pretty nice. It's got a lot of grass growing in there. I bet you in the evening, there's probably tons of people in here hanging out. I could see like children just running around in the middle while everyone's sitting and maybe eating some snacks and some drinks. Or even having like some sort of event in the middle. Like, why not? What is this? Some sort of artwork about maybe construction. Oh, here's a sign. Let's go read it, because this is very, very abstract, or however you call it. Coming into being. As art is a mirror to life, this is a reflection of the development and growth of Bonifacio Global City and the triumph of the Filipino collective spirit, despite all the trials and tribulations that surround us. It makes sense why this is here. You have the Performing Arts Theater there, so that would be why. But I really love how here in Metro Manila, there's so much art, especially in the BGC area, right? A lot of the art is here. There's so much unique art too, like different art that you don't normally see. Very good touch on the city here, or the district here. I should say another thing about why I've been loving BGC and what makes it just a really good area. And one of the things for that is, I think, the dining, right? Or the food atmosphere, the drinks and stuff. So many bars and restaurants to go out and hang out with friends, have a night out, places that have nice dining experiences. You know, you can eat local food, you can eat food from little markets, pop-up markets, stalls, things like that. But really, here in the BGC area, I feel like if you were to try to eat one thing from one place, right, every day, it would probably take you a lifetime or more, because there's that much selection here. And that's one of the best things about it, is you can always eat something different every day and try somewhere new. And I think that's one of the reasons why people love coming here. Now, I'll be really honest with you guys. My time here in BGC, I have not been going out and experiencing a lot of local food, like a lot of Filipino dishes. You know, here there's so much international variety that I've been just having different things. Sometimes in the mall, sometimes at just little tiny shops and restaurants. But the thing I am really lacking about my videos here in Metro Manila, in BGC, is trying more authentic local cuisine. Now, I know it's Metro Manila, it's a massive city, so there are so many good and unique places to eat at for local food. And as I said maybe in my other video, I do plan on returning to the Philippines to do like a more wide travel series where I visit different islands and stuff, and then I want to really get into the cuisine. But as I said, you know, the last few months I've traveled around Southeast Asia and Asia in general, and I've just done so much eating that this past few weeks I've been very conscious on what I'm eating. So I'm trying to walk more, be more active, and try to actually lose a little bit of weight. That way I can get back in shape. And as I said, I've been here for a few weeks in Metro Manila already, here in BGC especially. And as you can see from the video and whatnot, so many people are always out walking around. And that's exactly what I like to do, to get out, walk around, because it makes me feel very active, especially when I'm not actually going to the gym. So probably within the last few weeks, I probably dropped a few pounds, which is really great. And it's another reason why I do love some of these CBDs here in Metro Manila, because they're very walkable, you know, whether it's here, Eastwood City, like where I went recently. There's so many places that you can just walk around and, you know, get a little bit of easy exercise in without, you know, feeling like you're going to die. So it's a really good thing. And I have no idea where I'm going now. Just taking random turns here for a little walk and talk tour. Well, I guess I made it up to High Street. I didn't realize I was that close because I haven't been looking at the maps at all. As you probably saw from one of the first videos when I arrived here, I really had no idea how to get around this area, and I had to look at maps to navigate. Now, mostly I can kind of figure out my way without looking at the map, so I just kind of landed here at High Street. You know what? It's 3:30 now, so I think I'm gonna go back down towards the Uptown area as I'm closer to where I am staying. I was wondering why there were so many people over here in this area. Turns out there's a fire drill happening, so they're definitely preparing for, you know, any sort of potential danger, because this area can get very, very clustered. So I'm guessing they got to keep up on those sort of drills and make sure everyone is alert and aware of how to deal with such a situation. A lot of sirens going on too. So, but this leads me to my other point. You know, the first time I came to BGC here, I had no idea about some of the other areas, like the areas I was just walking now, where there was that little park and stuff. I didn't really realize that was there. I didn't know the American Cemetery area was there. I didn't even know that Uptown area was here. I really only knew about the main part, the High Street area. So last time I was here, that was really the only place that I went. And now that I've been here for a few weeks, I figured out all the other areas, and I feel like I've seen all the different corners of BGC now. And not explored everything, but quite a lot. At least to walk and have a look at it and really like get some first impressions of it. Alright guys, well I just popped up here to the top floor of Uptown Mall. This is like the outdoor garden rooftop area. I actually just discovered it a few days ago, believe it or not. I didn't really know that was up here. I should have checked, because I guess most of the malls are some sort of like viewing platform, right? But up here, it's a very cool atmosphere. There's a lot of places to sit, hang out, and this is a nice spot because it's very close to where I'm staying, as I can walk here in, I think, just under 10 minutes. But as I said, you know, there's a lot of artwork around BGC, which is what I like. Like, if you look at the rooftops of these buildings, there's just all this artwork on top, which is super interesting because you can't really see it unless you're up in one of the condos, right? Or maybe even flying over in a helicopter or an airplane. But there's just so much to really like about this area, or any really of the CBDs here in Metro Manila. Now, to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be making too much more content in the immediate future of BGC, really. Probably only videos like focused on some main topic, or even maybe trying some certain food, some restaurant. But in terms of just like walking around and talking aimlessly like how I'm doing today, yeah, I don't think I want to do it so much anymore. I'd rather get out to a different area, explore, and also make a video. So I do want to make some content around the Philippines. I'm hoping to do that soon, because, you know, this is a very good area to hang out, kind of decompress for a while, and then go from here. You know, BGC is definitely a very nice area, and it is a bubble. And, you know, for that reason, I don't think I would actually commit to like some sort of long-term apartment here. I'd actually prefer to just stay for a few months and then go. I know there's a lot of people here, expats, that are making this their long-term base, where, you know, 6 months, 1 year, multiple years and stuff. But for me, I just like moving around a lot. I do like having a base somewhere, but I don't know if it would exactly be here in Metro Manila or in BGC. I think I would have to spend more time in the Philippines and more time here in BGC during different seasons to really fully understand it, because I have only been here in Metro Manila in July for like 1 month, which is part of the rainy season. But I haven't really got a full understanding for the season, so I would rather travel here back and forth a little bit and really understand it more before I commit to some long-term apartment. Now, I don't know a whole lot about the apartment or condo situation here in BGC. I don't really know about the prices or the availability of them. Although I am quite curious, like how many of these apartments and all of these buildings, like how many of them are actually vacant? Like, is there more demand than there is supply or what? But some of them do seem very expensive. In terms of using Airbnb, as I have said in the past videos, it's very expensive, and I definitely don't see myself using Airbnb here so much anymore because you can't really get very affordable prices, I think. But if you have the dollar to spend, I mean, it's definitely a good deal because you can stay in an Airbnb like one of these ones and not in some like local area where I am. But I don't mind the area where I am, it's not bad. But yeah, well, I want to wrap up this video with a few more things to say. You know, when I first came to BGC, compared to now, I think my thoughts, my impressions, my opinions on it were very different. Now, I have kind of realized that, yes, it's a very, very good area to visit, to live, but there are other areas in Metro Manila that are somewhat just as good, I guess, right? And there's many areas I haven't visited that are like districts just like this that people would enjoy. Very, very livable place, and it can be very comparable to here depending on what you like. But there is one thing that I really don't understand still about this area, maybe all of Metro Manila, is, I mean, I understand that the Philippines is still kind of like a cash-based society, but in an area like this, you would think card payment is accepted everywhere. Maybe not the little food stalls on the edge of the road or something, but there's a lot of restaurants and places that just don't accept cards. Like I was saying, sometimes the franchise restaurants like McDonald's, they don't, or 7-Eleven, and it's so strange. I don't understand why only Gcash. I'm sure Gcash isn't that difficult to get, but I haven't done it, and it still, you know, makes me curious. Like, is it because they can avoid some sort of taxes? Like, what is it? I don't know. I hope in the future card is accepted more, because electronic payments like your card, your bank account, your bank card, your credit card, it makes life so much easier. And Apple Pay, right? Alright guys, I have arrived back at my accommodation where the work and the grind will continue today. It is a beautiful day here in BGC in Metro Manila. It's going to be a very beautiful sunset, which I'm probably just going to watch from the window tonight. But I do want to give you guys a shout out, and I want to say thank you to you guys, because you guys have provided me with so much information, so much insight to Metro Manila and different places to visit. Because as I said, when I first came here this summer to BGC, I had no idea about any of the other crazy districts like these. Not crazy bad, but crazy good, such as, you know, Eastwood City, Ortigas, and all of that. I only knew about Makati and BGC. So thank you for the information and providing me these places so I could go check them out. And I've tried to check out as many as I could recently, so I'm gonna continue to try to check out more while I have the time and opportunity to do so. So thank you for viewing these videos and watching and commenting and interacting, because it definitely drives more motivation to me to keep doing it and to keep seeing different places here, and of course to keep these vlogs coming. So that was just a walk and talk kind of video exploring the perimeter of BGC, I would say. I definitely saw some new places today that I haven't been, and if you haven't been there, I recommend checking them out for some peace, because that little park at the end of Town, super peaceful and quiet. I really enjoyed it. And as always, I mean, there's always somewhere to see, somewhere to walk here in BGC and all of Metro Manila. But that's going to be it for this vlog, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you soon in the next video, so peace out. Actually, I'll leave you with this view.